Welcome back.
Welcome to the TAE Time Podcast. How's everyone? How's everything? We out here again, doing some things. How's life? What have you been up to?
Nothing much, because honestly we've kind of recorded this and last week's video that you're gonna see very close to each other, because Mr. Man will be gone.
Yeah, I'll literally be back the day this episode comes out. Literally an hour before this episode comes out is when I'll be back. So that's what it is. I'm gone tonight, and I would have just came back. So I guess you'll find out about how that went when I come in next week's episode. yeah. Trying to do
next week's episode.
Mental math, quick math. But you'll find out next week's episode how my Nigeria trip was, and so on and so forth. It won't be too much. It won't be the whole episode, but it'll just be like a bit of it.
Yeah, you can make it a whole episode. I can ask you lots of questions.
We'll see anyway. We'll see if there's enough content, a week's worth of holidays.
Who knows? You might come back with the most interesting stories.
The only interesting stories are the ones of me getting annoyed over there, I think, to be honest. But no, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm literally leaving tonight, so
are you all packed
and everything? Yeah, so we'll see how that goes, but it is what it is anyway. What you got for us today anyway?
Here is the first story of the day. These are all kind of like am I the asshole stories again, so that's fun and fresh, I guess. Story number 1. Am I the asshole for keeping the engagement ring and giving up asking to propose in front of my parents and in-laws? My 25 female girlfriend, Molly, 26 female, for the last 6 months started with this joke that I've made clear that I don't like. It consists of her saying no quickly to anything I ask. I know it sounds silly, but I ask her to get a glass of water for me. She says no, and after 1 minute, I'm almost getting up and she's joking. She says she's joking, and she gets up and gets some water. I ask her to wash the dishes. She says no. I say I love you. She says no. I ask her to take the clothes. She says no. Everything is joking, and after 30 seconds, 1 minute, she does it, but she's addicted to doing it.
I can see where this is going already.
I've already made it clear several times that I don't like it, even more so in I love you. And there are things that are serious and I need her to answer seriously, and if she says no to everything jokingly, I can't tell when she's saying a real no. I keep saying this is boring and I don't like it. She stops doing it and goes back to doing it after a week. After a brief discussion, because she played this prank in front of our friends, she stopped doing it for 1 month. Yesterday, we welcomed my parents, in-laws, and our 2 best friends to our house. Everyone knew that I was going to propose to her, and I called them because we always planned this proposal with our loved ones attending, participating in the special day. I asked her to marry me, and she said a quick no, and I was grumpy, panic, upset. Everyone was looking shocked. For 30 seconds, for her to laugh, and she says she was joking, finally saying yes. I was so embarrassed and disappointed. I put the ring box back in and said I'd take it out to cool off. I didn't even let her say anything. She kept texting me saying it was just a joke and that I knew she always did that. She said that I left a difficult situation in the house because it was very clear that I had given up to propose and did it in front of my parents and in-laws. She stressed that I was making the situation uncomfortable because of a silly joke. Well, I slept in a hotel and I'm still in it. My parents supported me, but my in-laws calling me an asshole for giving up on proposing, disproportionately humiliating their daughter.
No, honestly, I think the other one, the girlfriend, is the asshole. That's there. I get jokes. I get in a relationship you have haha, yeah, we do this, but that's a very serious moment, and it's meant to be a beautiful serious moment, and it's no, and you're obviously you understand the joke, but in that moment you're oh shit, they just said no. She said it herself that everyone in that room was awkward when she said no, because they're oh shit, what the fuck's happening? And then it's okay, and then she said I'm joking. Yes. No, that's very awkward for everyone involved. That's very awkward for everyone
especially involved. If the other people didn't know that she does this casually as a joke.
Yeah.
And they're huh?
Everyone's just confused. It ruins the sincerity of the moment, honestly. Like, that's not a moment you should be, like, I know people are going to be like, oh, you can't have fun, you can't have a joke. Yeah, you can, but, like, I feel like that moment is, like, meant to be special and memorable. And, like, I get, oh, if our like, relationship is comedy and stuff, all right. But, like, it's like how some people propose with pranks or whatever, you know? Like, they'll do a prank and then they'll propose. Like, so it's all funny and fun and games. And then, boom, the proposal is serious and everyone takes it seriously, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. Or doing whatever after. But, like, and that whole moment is meant to be like a somber moment of, like, everyone being, like, quiet, happy, excited, ecstatic. Not just, like, no. Because no, like, if you hear no to your proposal, you're automatically like, what the fuck?
What's going on? So, I feel like as well, yeah, okay, he's used to this, but you know, he was probably nervous and like whatever, trying to say this, and then instantly hearing that, even if you're used to hearing it all the time, you might be a bit like, what? Like, I'm upset now. You just said no to me.
No, I absolutely agree with the person writing this. Like, they're in the right. Like, the other person is an asshole. Absolutely, that is not a scenario to be saying no to. That is like. And it just sounds like it's a bad habit for her now at this stage. It's not like something she does for fun. It's just a bad habit that she can't get rid of, you know, that she hasn't tried properly to get rid of. Yeah. So, no, it sucks. That sucks.
Saying no to your own proposal.
Jeez. So how would you feel if that was you? Like, someone jokingly, well, not jokingly.
Well.
Like, you, I guess for you, it's like someone proposes to you, but like, how would you feel if someone fake proposed to you?
Fake propose?
Yeah, like they're just doing it as a meme and they're like, no, I'm only joking. Like, let's say
not
like they're doing the
funny.
whole like getting down on their knee and then being like pretending, and everyone's like, and then it's like, I'm only joking.
Have they set up the like atmosphere, like say flowers and candles and stuff, or is it just like, I don't know.
Like they're dropping down on the knee.
Okay.
Like whatever. You know?
Oh, I think I've seen a TikTok of this guy always doing it to his girl so she never knows. I would hate it. That is not funny. Like, I would actually cry. Especially if it's in, like, a public setting and people are looking and then he's like, haha, jokes, and walks out. Like,
a public setting would be the worst part because everyone's like, oh my God. And it's like, haha, just memes. But, like, funny. I feel like that one is, like, I think that's like a two-way thing. As in, like, some people will just find that funny and be like, haha, move on. But some people are like deathly serious about it.
Yeah, I don't know, because I guess I was going to say, like, oh, it depends how it's done. But, like, imagine he gives, like, a nice speech about you and, like, you know, sets up the mood and then he's like, jokes. I
think anyone making a joke would never go that far. I think it's like, I think they're getting down the knee and being like, oh, nigga, were you... And it's like, haha, joking. I think that's what it is, you know?
Tying his shoelace.
Yeah, like, or something like that. It's never going to be like, they give the whole speech, the whole shebang. Then I don't think it'll ever be that much.
Yeah. Okay, so then, you know, turning it back to you, how would you feel if you proposed and then your partner just jokingly said no and then left quiet for like 30 seconds?
It's like, no. I'm like, oh, shit. And they're like, obviously I'm joking. I'm like, haha, nice.
I feel like that 30 seconds is very long.
Yeah, it's very long. Like, 30 seconds is a long time. I think I would start getting up.
Oh.
I think like 30, I'm thinking about it, 30 seconds, I'd be like, oh, sorry. And then I start getting up. And then they'd be like, no, I'm joking. Oh my God. And I'm like, oh, you just ruined your moment anyway. But like, whatever. That's good for you.
But you'd still go ahead with the...
Yeah, I still go ahead with it. But like, I'm like, you just ruined your moment. Like, you'll always remember that you ruined this moment for yourself. Like, I will laugh at you forever that you... Because like, it's not for me. It's for you, really. Like, you know? So I'm like, you ruined this moment for yourself. So like, you're never getting that back. Have fun. Peace. Deuces.
That's true. It's once in a lifetime kind of opportunity.
Because I'm never doing it again. Like, if they ask me to do it again, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it again.
No.
I'm like, you're going to live with that forever. Like, you can call me dickhead, but like, I stand by that. Absolutely.
Why would you? Like, she's the one that, like, I would say in this scenario would be like, I'd be the one who would be like, no, and then cry about it. But you said no. Why are you crying about it?
Exactly. Like, oh, it'll starting up and everything. Like, it's like, this a done scenario. Absolutely.
Yeah. Good point. On to the next story of today. Am I the asshole for selling my brother's Pokemon cards and refusing to pay him back? My brother and I have always been avid Pokemon fans since childhood. Over a decade, we've probably amassed an estimated 1,000 cards. Recently, my brother began moving out of the house. In the process of helping him, I happened to stumble across his deck of Pokemon cards and began shuffling through them. Now, given recent peaked interest around these cards, I knew there were potential for genuine value. While peeping around, I happened to stumble across a few recognizably rare cards in pretty good condition. I'd say around X5 excellent condition according to PSA standards. I got the cards appraised for the next day, and their value was estimated at around 4.3 thousand altogether. I ended up selling them for a higher price through a private, organized sale with a collector. I eagerly told my brother about these earnings, but he became infuriated. He says I'm the asshole for refusing to give him the full value's worth of cards. I told him without me, they would have never seen the light of day. I tried negotiating, giving him a cut of the profits, but he refused to even consider it. Now, for the past few days, he's been sulking around the house, refusing to even acknowledge my presence. It's bad timing. My brother's leaving in a few days, and I don't want it to end on bad terms with him.
Bro, like, I'm sorry to say, like, it's your fault. Like, he said they're his cards.
Yeah.
Not his own cards. They're his brother's cards. So, obviously, he's going to be mad because you sold his property. It's not whether, like, it's not like, if you would have never seen them, so you'd have never sold them, and then blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, and then eventually when he did, they would have been worth even more because more time would have passed. And it's his property, so he decides when he wants to sell it. You can't just go to someone's place and be like, that's nice, that'll make money. Take it and just go sell it. And be like, you want some of the money? Oh, well, I sold it. Like, the fuck?
Without me, it wouldn't have been sold.
Yeah, like, no, that's such a stupid ideology that it's like, yeah, no, I saw it, I sold it.
Yeah.
No, get the fuck out of here.
I believe it's called theft.
Yeah.
You can't just steal people's stuff. But how would you feel if, like, you know, I don't know, say you and your brother collected cards, or even, okay, say you and your brother have a bunch of, like, games for your console, right? Like an old console. And since you moved out, they're all in your old house. And one of your brothers picked them all up, went to GameStop, and, like, sold them all and told you about the profits, you know. I was like, I made this much. Well, how would you react?
I tell them to split the money, like, because they're like mine and whatever. But like, I'd be like, it depends as well. Like, you know, if it's like a little amount, I'm like, yeah, just keep it. Like, I don't care. But if it's a lot, I'd be like, I just split the profits then, since I forgot about it until then. But like, at the same time, like, that's because I know it'll never be that much money. Like, you know, and if it was, I would have probably sold it myself, you know. So like, but that's forgot, me. Like, that's me, like, personally, you know. But I think in that scenario, like, the right thing to do to the other person is be like, hey, there's a bunch of stuff here. Actually, I think it might be worth money. Do you mind if I sell it? And then they'll be like, yeah, sell it and give me the money, or sell it and I'll give you some of the money like you earn. Okay. You know, like stuff like that, because it's not your property.
So you wouldn't be mad though?
For the Pokemon thing, I would have absolutely been vexed, like.
Like, what if it was something that, what if you left behind like some jewelry that you had?
Well, I wouldn't expect them to go then I'd be mad. Like, it's like, let's say I have like a Rolex, right? Yeah. But I don't want to bring it to where I am. I want to leave it in my family home because I'm like, I want to keep this for a long time and not wear it and leave it. And then they go, that's a Rolex. Let me go sell this. No, it was not yours to sell. I purposely left it at home for a reason, like. Yeah. You know?
But, like, what if you forgot about it? Like, this is just hypothetical, because I know you wouldn't forget about such a valuable thing. Most people probably wouldn't. But, like, if you did forget about it, and then one day you're like, yo, where is that Rolex?
Yeah, but it's not finders keepers, because it's still me. Gone. I'm not dead, like. Yeah. And they know who owns it. You know, this is not, like, a random person.
Yeah, but what if they're like, I just thought you forgot about it. Like,
I forgot about it, but it's still mine. And you know it's mine.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole different story than, like, I found something, we have no idea who owns this, and it's been, like, they've obviously forgotten about it for years on end, and we'll never be able to contact the person. It's mine now, like finders keepers, but it's like, I live with this person, I know it's theirs. Even if they forgot about it, it's still their property at the end of the day. How about you? You think you'd be really mad about it, or?
About what?
Them selling your stuff.
So, I guess if someone were to take some stuff that I forgot about in my home, and they went off and sold it, I would lose it. I would completely lose it. Because to be honest, like, there are some stuff that I have that I probably forgot about, like, in my home. Just because there's, like, an abundance of useless things lying around the place. But if it did happen to be valuable and they did happen to sell it, I'd be so vexed. Like, first of all, you touch my stuff without asking me.
Yeah, exactly. Because they know it's yours, like, so they can just call you and ask you. But they purposely chose not to because they want to keep the money.
Yeah. Rude. On to the next story. Am I the asshole for not caring for a child I said I wouldn't care for? I am child free. I don't even really like kids. My sister has a kid, and because it's pretty close-knit family, she's used to everyone pitching in to help. She said she was going out for a few hours and was stopping at my house to pick up a package delivered to me by mistake. When Amber got to the house, she put down her kid and said, "Thanks for watching him, by the way." I asked her what was she talking about. She said she was thanking me for watching her kid as well. I said that I never agreed to it and was not okay with that, but she said we're sisters, family helps family, and ended up leaving. So I didn't. I left the kid right in the entryway where Amber left it and just went about my day. I didn't leave the house or anything, but I said I'm not a babysitter and I wasn't one. Well, Amber got mad at me when she came back 4 hours later and the kid had a fault. This is bad.
I was with the sister up until
It's like, I was with it. What happened? Well, Amber got mad at me when she came back 4 hours later and the kid had a full diaper and was crying when he saw her. I told her, I said I wasn't watching her kid and she's lucky I didn't call the police. But Amber said that not wanting to babysit doesn't mean you don't do it. The entire family sides with her and Amber says she's cutting me off until I apologize and make more of an effort with my nephew. I've gotten nasty messages from relatives galore and the only one who doesn't think of me anyone who doesn't think of me as a raging bitch is my dad, who doesn't involve at all in family drama.
Fucking W dad, because I wouldn't want to be involved in that either, because everyone sucks in this scenario. One, the sister Amber for just dropping a kid with someone who has no interest in having, like, yeah, family bullshit. You ask the person, hey, do you mind taking my kid there? And if they say yes, leave it. If they say no, you just move on with your life. You just know that this was someone that is not interested in taking care of my kid, and because they're not interested in taking my kid, maybe I'm not interested in doing stuff for them either. You know, you can do quid pro quo. Like, and she can't give you shit for it because it's like, you don't want to take care of my kid, I don't want to take care of your whatever the fuck, your dog or whatever, you know? It is what it is, right? Yeah. And some people might call that petty, but no, you don't want to take care of something of mine, I don't want to take care of something of yours. Fair is fair. But just dropping the kid in front of the thing, be like, yo, wagwan here, rude. But sister, hold up, this is a child. I understand you want to take care of it, but you left it in the doorway
for 4 hours.
For 4 hours, anyone could have came and stole the kid. Then what'd you do? Be like, should never left your kid there. You know there are pedophiles around out here stealing kids.
I think that's exactly it.
Like,
that's exactly what she would have said.
Yeah, it's like, you should not. That's your fault, bro. Okay, you don't want to take care of the kid. Bring the kid in the house and just leave it chill, and don't mind it. It
requires attention, but I think there are different ways she could have.
She could have literally taken the kid in and just put it in a corner, and just at least it's in the house. Yeah, safe. Yeah. And then deal with the repercussion of your sister being like, "What the fuck? You just left my kid in a corner for."
That's true, actually.
Which is a lot better than leaving the kid in a freaking driveway when anyone could have came by and be like, yo, there's a kid out here, let me just take this kid.
Actually I think that's a valid point. She could have put it at least inside and let it cry, whatever.
She could have left it inside at the door.
Yeah,
literally left it at the door. Deal with the repercussion, but at least it's inside the whole fucking house. I guess outside. I
guess she didn't want to hear her cry,
bro. It's like, you just,
your reaction is
a human that can't take care of herself. You're just like, yeah, nah, I'll just leave it outside.
I'll show her.
Yeah, like, what kind of fucked up human being are you?
I don't know.
That person is not empathetic at all. That's definitely a crazy person. The way she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave the kid outside to show my sister a lesson.
I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I can't imagine someone, dropping a kid off, even if it wasn't your sibling, and dropping it at your door because they want you to take care of it, and you're like, do you know what? No. That's not it. I would take care of a stranger. I don't care what it is. You take it, you'd feel like annoyed, but the kid didn't do anything to deserve this. Like,
yeah, but like,
what the kid do?
At least just put it inside.
Yeah, and in this situation, that's an option. Or like, bring it to the parents, or
be like, yo, I want she dropped this kid. I don't want this kid to go deal with this kid.
Exactly, that's another option. Or bring it inside and do call CPS on her for being a bad parent if that's what you really want to do. Don't like leave the kid outside as a lesson.
Technically, they wouldn't charge the mother because they're like, why are you calling us? Like, it's your sister, she left it with you.
No, I don't know. It's a report.
I don't think Child Protective Services would care that they left it with the thing. If anything, they're like, why are you neglecting the child?
Yeah.
Miss Ma'am, make it make sense. If anything, you can call CPS on the fucking sister for just leaving the kid outside.
That's true. But it's not her kid, so what would they do?
Once again, as I said, everyone will get fucked. Both parties would get fucked in that scenario. The mom especially, obviously.
Yeah.
Both parties would get fucked in that scenario. How about you? If that was you, what would you do?
No, like I said, like if someone just randomly dropped a kid at my front door and was like, here, take care of it. I don't care if it's a stranger, let alone like someone that I know with a child. I'm taking care of that kid. As annoyed and as angry as I might be, I'm not going to take it out on the kid just because of an irresponsible parent.
Yeah, that's true.
Just don't think it's fair.
No, it's not fair. But me, I wouldn't want to take care of the kid. But I think I begrudgingly would do it. You know?
Yeah.
But like, just don't drop your kids in front of my door.
Do you know what though? It doesn't sound like this lady left like nappies or anything to take care of the kid either. So I'm kind of like,
yeah.
What was she meant to do?
I guess she had to go to the store to get them.
Having to buy stuff for the kid as well?
Yeah, spend your money on a kid that's not yours.
Not for me, thank you. On to the next story. Okay, this is from True Off My Chest. So, I broke up with my girlfriend because she was disrespectful to a celebrity and she's got all of her friends and some of mine angry at me. I'm not leaving any details as to who or where this was. My ex and I went to a cemetery to visit my grandpa's grave. I go every year on his birthday and the anniversary of his death to leave flowers. My girlfriend and I noticed a huge celebrity, their name is everywhere most days, who is my ex's favorite celebrity. They were visiting a grave too. She wanted an autograph. I told her to be respectful and to not ask for one here. She wouldn't listen. The celebrity understandably got pretty angry at my ex and left. The whole car ride back to my apartment, she was crying the entire time about how her favorite celebrity is an asshole. I ended up dropping her off at her apartment and went back to mine alone. I broke up with her over a call a few hours later because I just couldn't deal with it. She told her friends and some of mine they're all angry at me for robbing a chance at an autograph of her favorite celebrity. She lied and left out details. I try to tell them my side of things, but they're not listening. I'm extremely stressed and frustrated.
L girlfriend, L friends. Like, what the fuck? Who in their right mind asked someone in a cemetery who is mourning a loved person, hey, sorry, I know you're kind of busy mourning that, but you mind taking a photo with me? Is that cool? Yeah, obviously it's cool. Yeah, I assume so. Wait, why not? Like, you're just seeing a dead person. They're dead anyway.
It's not that deep.
I'm alive. Just take a photo with me.
Deep.
Like, that's just, it's beyond rude. It's beyond rude. No respect for the person, no respect for the dead. Like, that's just rude beyond rude. And then the fact that she had the balls to lie to everyone, being like, oh yeah, he made, because they're like, oh, how come we didn't get the autograph? He caused it.
He was so rude and disrespectful.
Liar, pants on fire, man. Talk about a dirty scumbag. Like, no, why would you do, like, no one, like, why would you do that? And the fact that the friends aren't willing to listen to him about outside being like, yo, this is not what it was. It's bad. And it's also disrespectful to the boyfriend because he was there mourning someone too. And she's like, yeah, fuck your dead mother. I want an autograph. I think it was right grandpa. Now. Get out of here.
I know, yeah. That's kind of a thing as well. Like, she couldn't be there for him. Just kind of was like, oh, celebrity. Yeah. Let me just forget about why I'm here.
Absolute bone dead head.
I know.
Like, just, like, how would you feel if you were that person? Like, either party, whether the partner or the celebrity?
I don't know, but I just kind of wanted to touch on, like, I guess celebrities not being able to live their normal lives and how frustrating that must be. I always think of the video of, like, Kanye, you know, it was like
In his garage.
yeah, in his garage.
Morning, Kanye.
Shut the fuck up. That was beautiful. And it's kind of like crazy to see sometimes, like, even like kids with like celebrities and they're getting swarmed by stuff.
It's mad. Like, celebrities are just constantly just like bombarded with stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like they're normal people as well. Like, they just happen to be like famous or
just
have
some
money
regular
or
schmuck.
They're just a regular schmegler person, like, and people are just violating their privacy completely, you know, because of some bucks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. When would you ever go up to a celebrity to ask for like an autograph?
I have no interest in celebrities. I think anyone who knows me knows this. I have zero interest in celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's a famous person that I'm like really like. I don't think there's like any famous person I know, because I'm the type of person that's like, I'll only like you if I actually like you, like
as a person, and
since I don't know them, I have no reason to like them. Like, there are some people who I respect their art, like their craft and what they do, but like, me respecting them is not enough for me to be like, I want a photo with you. Like, but like, once again, I'm someone who doesn't take photos much anyway, so like maybe that comes into it. But I would never be like, oh my god, that's someone I really like listen to or see all the time, let me take a photo. I just be like, oh look, it's that person, move on with my life. You know, like, it's whatever. But like, if I got the opportunity to talk to him, like, let's say like a Skepta or something, I'd be like, oh, like, I really rate your music, it's really cool. I'd maybe I'd ask questions about like stuff I've been curious about,
like what inspired you to
like, what inspired you to make this track, or like, is the story behind stuff, just stuff that's interesting, you know, and like how their life is and stuff. And I feel like that would be a lot more beneficial to me, and not because they're famous, just because like I enjoy talking to people and knowing about them, and I feel like because I've listened to this person or whatever so much, that'd be interesting to like finally get some perspective on some of the questions I've been asking myself that I've always wanted to ask, you know. But that's about it, you know. But photos, I couldn't give a fuck.
What's a photo gonna do?
Like, what is a photo doing for me, honestly? Like,
I find it so weird where like some celebrities that are like held on a pedestal, and like influencers are becoming that, because you hear so many stories of like a lot of these celebrities who end up doing some really bad stuff, you know, or like they're completely that, or they're a completely different person off camera, and they're not the person that you thought they were, and they're just like, oh, who is this guy, you know, whatever. And I just find that so strange. Like,
just let it be known, like, if we ever somehow for some reason blow up, just don't hold me to a higher standard. It's gonna disappoint you a lot, because when you meet me, you're gonna be like, wow, he's as much of a cold person in real life as he is on camera. And that is it.
That's not true.
But like, as in like, don't have some imaginary thing of me. I am just a person. Don't deep me. Like, if you want a photo, like, I'll give you a photo. Like, but like, I really don't give a shit. Like, I'd rather just talk to you. And like, get to know you as a person. Be like, oh, what got you interested in this? What got you interested in that, and stuff like that.
So actually, right?
You know,
someone came up to you and was like, yo, like, I watch your podcast and stuff. Like, how'd you react? Well, did you talk to the person?
It'd be pretty cool, because I'd be like, damn, that's like so cool. Like, I'm so surprised or whatever. I think no matter, like, even if we were to like have, let's say, millions of followers and listeners every month or whatever, I think I would, anytime someone would come up to me, it'd be like so humbling. Like the first time every time, I'm like, yo, this is really cool. I was like, you actually take time out of your life to listen to me or do whatever. That's wild, you know. And I would like to know why you're interested in it. Like, it's not like, oh, why do you listen to me? It's like, oh, like, what got your interest? And like, is it like whatever? And, you know, and I'd like to get to know the person themselves and be like, oh, how are you? Like, what do you do? Like, blah, blah, blah. You know, because like, that's making real connections and real experiences to me. That's a real moment when you and I are discussing something. No fucking cameras, no whatever. We're just chatting.
Let me take a picture.
You know, like, because a photo is just a photo, but I'm more interested in actually talking to you and like getting to know who you are as a person, not just some person trying to get a photo with me.
That's kind of cool, because like, just thinking like, if we were to have like a huge podcast and you were to talk to someone who listens, and if you like them enough, you probably bring them on the podcast. So that's kind of like,
who knows, like,
interesting.
If I found you interesting enough, I'd be like, you know what, you should come up for an episode.
Yeah.
You know, and just pull up, you know. It's not just famous people. Like the thing is, even if we blow up, I don't think I'd only want famous people as guests on the podcast. I'd want regular people too.
I'd love to hear someone's like humble beginnings the way we had them, but not to a level of like, oh, now I'm a big celebrity, but rather than like, oh, now I made out of the sticks, you know, that kind of thing. I think I don't know, it's just nice hearing people's life stories,
or even just opinions on certain topics, like, you know,
especially someone completely different to us. I think that'd be really interesting,
you know, things you can discuss like that. So
yeah, we need to have some guests.
Now, how about yourself? How would you interact with fans or people trying to get photos and stuff like that?
I think personally, like, I just laugh because there's no way. I'm very like, there's no way anyone's ever listening to me.
Literally, it's like 10 million monthly listeners. Like, there's no one listening to us.
Yeah. It doesn't feel real. Like, you know, the way it's like, oh yeah, we're in our apartment. We're just like here chatting shit every single week. And it's like, oh, what do you mean you listen to us talk in our apartment? Like, that's just weird. Why are you doing that?
Like, what the hell
no,
is that?
obviously I appreciate it, and I'm really shook. Someone did come up to us the other day and did say it, and I was like, oh my god, do you like, how are we doing? Do you like it?
Yeah.
What can we improve? And I think it's so cool. Like,
yeah, no, it's a pretty cool thing and concept of thinking about that and how it works. Like, so no, definitely, like, we'll see how it goes. Like, obviously, like I've said many times, like, I don't really give a shit about this shit blowing up. I just like having a place to have an
open discussion about anything.
Open discussions. If I really want to talk about something, I know I can just come here and be like, whatever, and put it out there on the internet just because I want to.
No, that is true.
But yeah, if you ever see us in person and want to chat, don't be shy. Just say it. We have no problem with that, and we'll always be willing to be down for a chat. And who knows, you could be on the next episode of the TAE Time Podcast.
What's the secret word like you'd like people to tell you?
No, don't tell me any secret word. Just chat to me. Fuck off. It's like when
PewDiePie
was saying whatever the fuck it was. I don't even know.
But people were doing it because
fuck that. I don't give a shit. Like, this is not fucking. It's not like a cult or like a exclusive club, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
Like a cool.
I find it weird when people are like, you have to watch all my videos, like, because you have to watch that specific video where he said what to say to know, and it's like I don't. Well,
the idea is that you're not just someone chasing for clout. You're someone who actually genuinely enjoys the content.
I get it.
But I'm like, I don't give a shit. Just come up to me and I'll know what you want clearly from the moment you start talking. If you want clout, take your phone and get the fuck away. But if you're there for a genuine conversation, stay for a genuine conversation. Yeah. You know?
It'd be cute. It'd be cute to chat to any of you. So.
Who knows anyway? We'll see.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
We don't bite.
She does anyway. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you again next week. Peace.